May I have your attention? Please take your seats as the State of the University address will begin in 2 minutes. Thank you for your attendance and your cooperation. Welcome to the 2025 State of the University Address. Please welcome the 17th President of Texas Tech University, Dr. Lawrence Schovanec.
Good afternoon. I want to thank each of you for being here today, and also thank you for joining us online. Thank you for the work you do to make Texas Tech what it is today and what it becomes. I also want to extend a special welcome to Regent Cash, Student Regent Eli Heath, and Chancellor Mitchell. This year marks a special milestone, the 100th anniversary of our first class at Texas Tech. A century ago, the first group of students who stepped on this campus saw a university that looks very different from what we see today. The photo you see here shows members of the first senior class of Texas Technological College taken in the arched walkway of the administration building. Even in this image, you can sense the spirit that defines Texas Tech. Students who embody big ideas, determination, and the belief that where you come from should never limit how far you go. Since then, that same spirit has guided us through challenges, opportunities, and milestones that have shaped who we are. Today, we are a much larger university than when that first class arrived. And yet, we remain committed to our founding priorities: providing an accessible, world-class education, supporting research that addresses local needs and global challenges, and serving the people of West Texas, this state, and far beyond. As we look ahead to the coming year, let's do so with optimism, but with a clear understanding that higher education is changing, and so are the students we serve. This fall, we welcomed our largest first-year class in university history, with more than 7,600 first-time in college students, most of whom are on this campus today. In total, over 10,000 new undergraduates have joined us, contributing to a record enrollment of 42,272. We continue to see steady growth, not only in undergraduate enrollment, but also in online programs, thanks to the hard work and collaboration of so many across this campus. As we advance toward our goal of 50,000 students by 2035, it's important to emphasize that growth alone is not our focus. That's why our strategic enrollment management efforts have been so important. As we've previously communicated, faculty, staff, and administrators came together to evaluate our programs and the changing needs of the students who choose Texas Tech. It was a comprehensive examination of our capacity, student interests, their career opportunities, and who we want to become. Through that process, we identified new strategies to re-engage students who paused their education, to expand flexible pathways, and to develop programs aligned with the workforce of the future. We have mapped degree plans that reduce time to graduation, identified bottleneck courses that need additional capacity, and created new support systems for students navigating academic and personal challenges. One of the most significant shifts we've made relates to enrollment marketing. This is about how we tell the Texas Tech story to prospective students in ways that are more compelling, more strategic, and more aligned. By centralizing enrollment marketing, we are leveraging powerful platforms and data analytics that allows us to be more targeted and efficient. It allows us to meet students where they are with the right message at the right time. We must refresh the way we tell our story. Reaching our ambitious enrollment goals will require all of us to work together, to trust the process, and to remain flexible as we refine our strategies over time. And already, we're seeing how these efforts can pay off. One clear example is our online programs, where centralized strategic marketing and outreach have helped us to continue to grow this important student population. Last year, we launched our $10,000 degree completion program, which has already enrolled more than 300 students. This spring, we started Online Plus, which allows students to take flexible, asynchronous 8-week courses online. Like the 10K program, we offer free credit for applicable work-life experience and free industry career certificates. This is another example of how we're continuing to serve learners who might not otherwise have access to a Texas Tech education, including military personnel, working parents, and students in rural areas where educational opportunities may be limited. We recognize that today's students come to us with different backgrounds, different life experiences, and different goals than students of previous generations. Our job is to meet them where they are and help them succeed. And while strategy matters, what matters most are the students themselves. Each one brings a story and a sense of possibility that reminds us why the work that we do is so important. I'd like to introduce you to Kevin Cox, a chemical engineering student. Kevin was awarded the prestigious SMART Scholarship from the Department of Defense. The sign of a 911 dispatcher and a firefighter, he transferred to Texas Tech for the opportunities through the Whitaker College of Engineering. Here, Kevin became part of his special community through the Water Polo Club, and now he is on track for a career with the Department of Defense. And this is Sly Bukatowski, an undergraduate researcher who is exploring how cancer cells manipulate the immune system using mertrons. His work has earned him early acceptance as a medical student at the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center. Sly's work promises to contribute to future cancer treatments, and he represents the next generation of student scientists who don't wait until graduation to make meaningful contributions to research. Kevin and Cy remind us of the incredible talent and drive of our students, whether they're preparing to serve the nation or advancing medical research. But their success is also made possible by the people who support them along their way. That's just as true for our adult learners in Dallas-Fort Worth, where staff like Osvaldo Dominguez go above and beyond to help students achieve their goals. Whether it's helping with financial aid, course credits, or even snacks on Saturday, Oz is a reminder of the human effort behind every success story. Adult learners face unique challenges, and staff like Oz understand that supporting these students requires both professional expertise and personal compassion. And when that kind of support is embedded across our university, we see the impact is not just in individual stories and students, but at scale. Our 4-year graduation rate is now at 54%, and our 6-year rate now stands at 70%. Record figures that reflect sustained improvements in advising, academic support, and student engagement. That's the result of direct work of many of you who are here today, in classrooms, in advising offices, in residence halls, and in support centers across campus. Student success is the result of initiatives like our supplemental instruction program, which provides peer-led academic support to those in especially challenging courses. It's the result of our early alert systems that identify students who may be struggling before they fall too far behind. And it's the result of a campus culture in which every student matters. We've strengthened financial access through initiatives like the Red Raider Guarantee and expanded scholarships for both undergraduate and graduate students. This fall, the Red Raider Guarantee alone supports nearly 1,500 incoming students from families earning $80,000 or less annually. We offered $230 million in scholarships and grants, including merit-based scholarships that attract top students, need-based aid that ensures access, and targeted scholarships for students in high-demand fields. Every student who chooses Texas Tech is choosing not just a university, but a family and a community that believes in their potential and supports them every step of the way. In the Rawls College, staff like Fallon Contreras and Adrian Carnes embody this mindset. Their personalized approach to retention and support reflects a genuine care for students and a willingness to adapt to meet their needs. They understand that retention isn't just about academic support. It's about helping students find their place in a university, connecting them with resources, and sometimes just listening when someone needs to be heard. And when that kind of support is aligned with strategic goals, we don't just help individuals, we help solve statewide challenges. This past May, we celebrated a significant milestone that speaks to this very point. The governor was on hand as the first graduating class at the Texas Tech University School of Veterinary Medicine received their diplomas. 1/3 of that class was first-generation students, and 95% of those students went to work in rural and regional communities, half of them west of I-35. This achievement represents more than a decade of planning, advocacy, and hard work. It demonstrates what happens when a university commits to addressing real needs in the community it serves. Texas has long faced a shortage of veterinarians, particularly in rural areas. Our School of Veterinary Medicine was designed specifically to address that shortage, and our first graduating class fulfills a vision and shows the model works. The success of our vet school is just not about graduates. It's also about the faculty who inspire and lead them. One example is Annalise Wynn, the Associate Dean for Research at the School of Veterinary Medicine. Annalise combines her background in engineering with her work as a cancer scientist, developing treatment methods that are already commercially available. What makes her especially remarkable is the way she bridges her human cancer research into veterinary medicine. Her work reminds us that when we invest in exceptional faculty, we multiply our impact. That kind of progress is only possible because of the strong support we continue to receive from the state of Texas. The last legislative session provided unprecedented resources for Texas Tech. We have put those dollars to work in ways that directly benefit students, academic programs, and faculty while expanding our research enterprise. Thanks to our continued enrollment growth, our state general revenue appropriations increased. The state also maintained our institutional enhancement funding, which primarily supports student success, and increased higher education funds that are used for capital projects and facilities maintenance. This sustained investment allows us to maintain our commitment to accessible, high-quality education with the faculty and the facilities that reflect a world-class institution. Texas Tech also received increased support through the Texas University Fund, which we invested in research and scholarly activity. The legislature also appropriated historic and significant one-time investments that reflect growing recognition of our leadership in national security and energy innovation, and I'll have more to say about that a bit later. This legislative support enables us to maintain our budget priorities focused on our core commitments, increasing scholarship support for students, including expansion of the Red Raider Guarantee, investing in our people through merit increases, faculty promotion increases, and adjustments to the staff pay plan, and supporting students through resources like the Raider Success Hub and academic priorities identified in our strategic enrollment plan. Investing in people and resources is not just about today. It's about what follows. We know the true measure of a university isn't only in the students that it graduates, but in the knowledge it generates and the lasting impact it has on society. This past year, research activity at Texas Tech reached an all-time high, with total research expenditures exceeding $289 million, more than a 45% increase since 2020. But these numbers tell only part of the story. Behind every dollar is a research project that's pushing boundaries, training the next generation of researchers, and often addressing real-world challenges that affect people's lives. We're strengthening core areas like agriculture and engineering, health and social sciences, and energy, while expanding national security. This approach ensures we build on our historical strengths while positioning ourselves for emerging opportunities. A good example of this can be seen in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, where faculty are conducting research that will shape the future of our environment and energy. Joshua Trop is developing new materials to detect and address harmful chemicals, such as the so-called forever chemicals. This work holds promise for protecting the environment. At the same time, Barrett Park is focused on the fundamental science of how we produce energy. He is exploring new materials and reactions that will shape how we harness resources a decade from now. Together, their research reflects the best of Texas Tech, cutting-edge discovery with the power to make the world a better place. Faculty like Michelle Pearson director of the Interior Design Program, demonstrates how research can directly improve lives. Her scholarship focuses on environments that promote well-being in healthcare and pediatric settings. Her research has influenced hospital construction projects across Texas and the Southwest by creating spaces that reduce patient anxiety and help healthcare workers provide better care. Michelle's work is a great reminder that research isn't just about discovery, it's about solving real problems. That same principle drives our next example, but on a national scale. We're preparing to play a leadership role in critical infrastructure research supported by a historic state investment. Texas Tech is positioning itself as a national leader in defense-related research and critical technology development. This commitment is reflected in the transformation of the former Reese Technology Center into the Texas Tech University Reese National Security Complex, a place where scientists, engineers, and policy experts can collaborate on projects that strengthen our nation's security. At the RNSC, we will advance work in areas like defense technology testing, grid security, resilient communications, energy systems, and threat detection. These facilities and partnerships will not only drive innovation, but will also create opportunities for student training and faculty contributions across a broad range of disciplines. This is just one example of how we're investing in talent and infrastructure to meet national priorities. The Texas University Fund is enabling us to recruit exceptional faculty whose work has both immediate impact and long-term potential. Brenda Connor is one of our hires under Tough. Good. And it is the Texas University Fund, not the... Her research uses AI and private telecom networks to strengthen infrastructure in rural areas. Her approach recognizes that rural communities face unique challenges in maintaining reliable infrastructure, and that solution must be adapted to their specific needs and resources. The interdisciplinary nature of this work reflects a broader trend in research, the recognition that the most pressing challenges require expertise from multiple fields. Our momentum in research, along with gains in student success and faculty excellence, support another priority, our path toward membership in the Association of American Universities. AAU membership is not an end in itself, but it is a marker of excellence. AAU institutions are recognized as the nation's leading research universities, and membership would affirm Texas Tech's place among the top tier of higher education institutions in this country. This past year, we completed a comprehensive self-study of Texas Tech's performance relative to AAU institutions. Our performance shows that Texas Tech is in a competitive position to be included among the most elite research universities in the country. And while there is still much work ahead, our commitment remains unwavering, not for prestige alone, but for the opportunities it will create for our students and our faculty and the future of this institution. I want to thank Dr. Joe Heppert for his good work over the last few years, and to mention that in the coming year, we will welcome a new Vice President for Research and Innovation to lead the next phase of our growth and ensure our work continues to serve the public good. Achieving AAU membership would strengthen our ability to attract exceptional faculty, secure even more competitive research funding, and give our students access to the highest levels of academic opportunity. That future depends on continued investment, and I'm proud to report that the generosity of our alumni, friends, and supporters continues at unprecedented levels. A few weeks ago, we announced the largest fundraising year in Texas Tech's history. More than 37,800 donors contributed more than $236 million in fiscal year 25. That includes nearly 6,000 first-time donors. This momentum builds on the public launch of the On and On campaign, which has now raised more than $915 million for more than 84,000 donors. These gifts are advancing our four main priorities in the campaign: transform lives, fuel academic excellence, elevate campus and community, and build champions. Every gift tells a story of a connection to this university and belief in its mission. Each reflects a personal investment in Texas Tech's future. Our donors understand that their gifts multiply in impact. An endowed faculty position does more than support one professor. It brings a scholar who educates students, mentors graduate researchers, and advances knowledge that contributes to the intellectual life of the university and benefits our society. Similarly, a scholarship enables a student to focus on studies than financial stress, to pursue internships rather than part-time jobs, and to graduate prepared for leadership roles that benefit this society. That's the case for students like Wes Shaw from the Davis College and Sidney Massey from Arts and Sciences. As Thomas scholars, they receive a significant financial award that covers tuition, fees, room and board, books, a study abroad experience, and other education-related expenses. This groundbreaking program provides higher education opportunities for rural students like Wes and Sidney, who hail from the Oklahoma Panhandle, the Texas Panhandle, or eastern New Mexico. Those type of students who have shown exceptional academic leadership and accomplishments. The TOMA Scholarship Program exemplifies the transformative power of philanthropy. We need continued support for scholarships. We need additional endowed faculty positions to compete for the best scholars. And we need modern facilities that support the 21st century teaching and research mission of this institution. But perhaps most importantly, we need continued engagement from our alumni and friends who serve as ambassadors, mentors, and advocates for Texas Tech. Their involvement extends far beyond financial contributions to include serving on our advisory boards, providing internships, hiring our graduates, and sharing their expertise with our current students. This commitment to deeper alumni engagement is reflected in a significant organizational change we made this year. The Texas Tech Alumni Association has transitioned from an independent 501c3 into the university itself. This integration strengthens our ability to serve alumni and creates more seamless connections between our graduates and current students. It ensures that alumni engagement and university advancement work hand in hand to support our shared mission, while maintaining the traditions that matter, like the ring ceremony and the Fraser Alumni Pavilion on game day. The spirit of investment extends to our physical campus as well. As we plan for what comes next, we've taken the intentional steps to align our academic goals with the physical spaces that support them. Our work with Dumont Jenks last year has resulted in a new campus framework and master plan that prepares us for the future while honoring our architectural heritage. Plans are being made to break ground on a new academic building for the Davis College. This facility near 15th Street in Detroit will house state-of-the-art classrooms, research laboratories, and collaborative spaces. It will complement activity in the nearby and recently opened Academic Sciences building. And we're moving forward on the Design Village, a bold, collaborative space for studio learning and innovation. This project brings together architecture, art, landscape, architecture, engineering, and other disciplines in a facility that encourages interdisciplinary education. This will better prepare students for the careers that they face upon graduation. At this time, we are finalizing a new university strategic plan. With a focus on student success, research and creative activity, and outreach and engaged scholarship, this plan will serve as a roadmap for the next 5 years. The strategic planning process has involved faculty, staff, and students in discussions about Texas Tech's priorities and aspirations. We've examined our strengths and challenges, identified opportunities for growth and improvement, and articulated a vision for what Texas Tech can become. Student success will remain our top priority. The plan includes goals for reducing achievement gaps and ensuring that all students have access to a high-impact educational experience that includes research, internships, and study abroad. We're committed to supporting students personally and professionally as they prepare for their careers and the workforce that needs them. Research and creative activity will continue to grow in scope and impact. In alignment with our path to AAU, the plan calls for increased investment in faculty, facilities, and graduate education. We'll focus on areas where Texas Tech can achieve national prominence while maintaining support for the full range of disciplines that make us a comprehensive university. And we're also working to strengthen engagement at Texas Tech, building more partnerships, creating new opportunities for our faculty, staff, and students, and expanding community-based learning. Importantly, we'll be measuring the impact of this work so we can see how these experiences benefit both our students and the communities we serve. Just as we're expanding engagement through partnerships, learning, and service, we've also seen tremendous exposure in another area that brings pride and visibility to our university, and that's athletics. Our student athletes represent Texas Tech with integrity, competitiveness, and heart, both in the classroom and in competition. This past year, our student athletes achieved an overall GPA of 3.38, and 93 of them had a perfect 4.0. They claimed 8 Big 12 championships. Beyond rankings and results, we've shown leadership in navigating the changing landscape of college athletics, particularly around name, image, and likeness opportunities. The introduction of NIL and revenue sharing has fundamentally changed college sports, creating new opportunities for student athletes while presenting new challenges for universities. Texas Tech has taken a progressive but thoughtful approach to this new environment. The situation is still evolving, but we are focused on protecting the student-athlete experience while ensuring athletics continues to be a unifying source of pride for our university. And whatever changes come, we will evaluate them through this lens. As we begin this academic year, we do so with the conviction that what we do here matters far beyond our campus boundaries. We're not here because of a single moment or milestone, but because of people who have sustained this institution. Generation after generation of students, faculty, staff, alumni, and supporters have chosen to invest their talents, their resources, and their dreams in Texas Tech. People like the ones we've heard about today, students who challenge expectations and exceed them, faculty who push the boundaries of knowledge and understanding, staff who make it all work behind the scenes, often without recognition, but never without impact. The challenges we face are real. Higher education is increasingly under scrutiny and pressure from multiple directions. Funding is increasingly competitive. Public trust must be earned and maintained. In spite of the challenges we face, our progress at Texas Tech has been steady and constant. With each challenge, we've adapted and emerged stronger. We've done so by staying focused on our core mission while remaining flexible in how we pursue it. Texas Tech has never been about standing still. Our history is one of ambition. The work ahead won't always be easy, but it will always be important. Every student we educate, every discovery we make, every community we serve, every life we touch, all of it matters. And all of it contributes to the ongoing story of Texas Tech. So I want to end by saying, thank you for your commitment to this wonderful institution. I'm proud to serve alongside you.
On behalf of Texas Tech University, thank you for joining us for the 2025 State of the University Address. Please join us for refreshments in the atrium.